Now, President Uhuru Kenyatta is today set or expected to launch his re-election campaign in central Kenya. Uhuru is also expected to meet leaders from the region at Sagana State House this morning before embarking on the campaign trail. Uhuru arrived in Nyeri Thursday to open the Central Kenya Agricultural Show, has been meeting delegations and campaigning in other regions, but he had not launched his re-election bid in the region. While he opened the Nyeri ASK show, Uhuru kept off politics. He only made one stop at Chaka Market, where he urged voters to turn up in large numbers to confirm his victory. And now, just to tell us more on that developing story, we're now joined live by our reporter Carol Nderi from Nyeri. Carol, good morning. I understand there are two key events. The president is expected to launch his re-election bid, and at the same time, he is expected to meet some leaders at the Sagana State Lodge. What more can you tell us?
Thank you very much, Yusuf, and a good morning to you. We, of course, are bringing you up to speed about President Uhuru Kenyatta's visit. He opened the ASK show officially, that is yesterday. And, of course, today, as you have said, he's meeting leaders at Sagana State Lodge. But just to tell us more about the re-election bid, of course, we've seen President Uhuru Kenyatta going around trying to talk to potential voters and entice them to vote for him come October 17th. And his presence here in Nyeri County is signaling the re-election bid rallying call here in central Kenya. Together with me right now is the governor of Nyeri County, Dr. Uhuru. He's leading the campaigns together with other leaders from this region, the members of parliament, not just from Nyeri, but across the region. Perhaps to bring us to speed and to just tell us more about the plans they have for re-election bid and the meeting later that President Uhuru Kenyatta will be having with the delegation, with the leaders from across the region. Thank you very much, Dr. Uhuru, Nyeri Governor. President Uhuru Kenyatta was here yesterday. You were with him at the Nyeri SK show. Tell us what transpired first as far as the show goes, because this is a region that heavily relies on agriculture.
Well, we were delighted actually to have had the opportunity to host His Excellency the President, and particularly on the subject of agriculture. Over 85% of residents of Nyeri County and the whole of Mount Kenya region really relies on the farm. And the idea is to deal with it and increase yield, quality, and price so that farmers we can have more sustainable families. That is what we're going to do. For Nyeri County, my take on it and what I have directed as we were revising the budget, because as I assumed office, is basically to increase the allocation to agriculture from 110 million that they had been given to 500 million. So about 5 times. More than what the previous government wanted to do in agriculture. I'm moving the money to the farm. That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
All right. We noticed that he kept off politics, at least in his speech at the SK show. What is your take on that?
That what?
He skipped politics during his address at the Kafiroini showgrounds during the official opening of the launch. He kept off politics. Yeah. What is your take on that as a leader of Nyeri County?
Because I think perhaps, I don't know, I cannot try to read his mind. He did not want to preempt the meeting you're going to have today. Perhaps that is one of it. And again, yesterday was very serious business, because agriculture is one of the most important sectors in Kenya's economy. And he was talking to the whole nation. Perhaps Kiongozi did not want to appear to have turned a very important forum from ASK into a political platform. And he did not even come to town, to Nyeri. He stopped at Chaka.
Yes, residents were eagerly waiting, hoping that he would come to Nyeri.
Yeah, well, I mean, he stopped at Chaka and talk to the people there. We are very sure that he's going to come out to the bank once the meeting is finished today. Yeah.
What is to be expected today later at State Lodge? You will be attending the meeting yourself?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I have to attend the meeting. The president has called for a meeting. He's the captain of Jubilee team. And from Nyeri, I'm going to do my best as the governor. And the whole of the region is actually invited. every leader who is a politician, who has attempted to contest for office, those of us in office, those of us who are there before us, they are all invited. And we're going to talk as a house and make sure that we get every single vote out. There is 63,000 votes in Nyeri that did not come out, or voters who did not come out. The question is, how are we going to get that vote out? That's what we are meeting about.
Perhaps I want to pick your brain and get your views on the Ngunjiri Wambogo petition. He made it into national politics yesterday because of the petition. There's a bit of backlash from a lot of people regarding that particular petition. Of course, a few supporters, but mostly, even on social media, you could see people are not particularly impressed with it. What is your take as a leader, as the captain of Nyeri County?
Well, Carol, I am a policy expert. I'm not a legal expert. But my take on it, and from a public policy point of view, is there is what we call an intended consequences. While someone might have, the constitutional right to go and do whatever they want to do, I think we need to be careful. We need to be careful we don't spill the beans. And it's very, very easy to do something so small, and it has such a serious ramification. And I get that is why the backlash is actually there, because people are questioning why this and why now. Is it well devised? I think I need to study it a little bit more to be able to make any serious statement about it. But truly, it is really important. Timing is everything in this world. If you miss that, then it might really cost. And that is not a good thing. Right now, the focus of everybody in Nyeri County, they wish the 17th of October can be tomorrow, so that they can get out and do this business and be done with. This country needs to move forward, and we don't want a lot of dramas and videos. Yeah.
All right. Bwana Governor, in the previous administration, we saw a lot of antagonism between the County Assembly and the Executive. Well, they have the role of oversight, that is the members of the County Assembly, and the Executive also has its part. With you as Governor now of Nyeri County, perhaps to work together with the County Assembly to ensure that Nyeri County flourishes and that you drive, as the leaders of Nyeri, you drive the people of Nyeri forward. How do you intend perhaps to bring that harmony between yourself and the members of the County Assembly?
Well, Carol, actually I'm one of the luckiest governors in Kenya today because myself, the Executive and the Assembly, are working very, very, very closely. We had really good support. I think the MCAs from Nyeri listened to His Excellency the President when he called them to Nairobi, and he actually gave a very clear directive. He does not want to hear of fights between governors and assemblies, county assemblies, all over the Jubilee counties, and there are very, very many. The other thing is that even before that, I had my own meetings with these guys, and we agreed we are going to work together. Somebody may have a difference of opinion, but it should not flare out into the open and the public. That the kind of actually physical fight that we used to see here, which was a real big shame. And the MCA's point number 3 is that they realized that the guys who actually chased, they replaced, because Nyeri was sweeping everybody out. Actually went out because people of this county are tired of fights between elected leaders. And it's really important to ask, and not just the MCAs, the county assembly, but also the members of parliament, also the senator, also the woman representative. Dr. Wahome Gakuru want to work with every single individual. And we would make very passionate appeal. Let us work together. Let us not waste time fighting so that we can move this county. There's so much work to do to move a county like this from position 47, where it has been over the years, to the front of the pack. And that is what we got to do, and these guys understand. Point number 4 is the way to deal with these quarrels. And in fact, the reasons why we had a lot of quarrels before is because whatever was coming from the executive to the assembly for approval, for example, like the budget, it was not open, it was not transparent. There were, chunks of money allocated to the governor's office, as opposed to a specific project is being funded in healthcare, on the roads, or in the farms, etc. The way I'm going to be working is 2 major principles: transparency and accountability, so that the members of the County Assembly of Nyeri know exactly that the budget they pass is going to a place called Wamagana to support a farmer in Gakawa, to support in Mokoroine, etc. They will know every single coin of the county money, where it is going. Finally, number 5. Finally, number 5. Quarrels come simply because the governor wants to eat public money and individuals want to corrupt. I've never stolen a single shilling myself in my life, and I don't intend to start stealing this money. So if I'm not stealing the money, the county assembly will not have any fight with me, because we don't need to divide anything. There's no sharing that's going to be there. This money belongs to Ajiko here. It is going to go to the farms. It's going to go to hospitals. Omega Kuru takes nothing.
Thank you very much, Bwana Governor. We'll be catching up with you later during the meeting, President Uhuru Kenyatta, Sagana State Lodge.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you very much. See you later. Dr. Homega Kuru, Nyeri County Governor, talking about quite a number of issues, how to flourish or ensure that Nyeri County flourishes, talking about President Uhuru Kenyatta's visit. He's meeting a delegation of leaders at Sagana State Lodge. Of course, key agenda being the re-election campaign. Dr. Homega Kuru has said that he's working tirelessly together with other members of parliament and other leaders from the region to ensure that they rally people to come out in large numbers to vote for President Uhuru Kenyatta, bearing in mind that this is a Jubilee stronghold. Sometimes we've had members of the public complaining that they're not seeing these leaders, that they're not seeing the MPs, they're not seeing leaders coming out strongly to call for people to come out to vote for President Uhuru Kenyatta here in Nyeri County. But Dr. Gakuru has just affirmed that they are doing that. And the meeting today at Sagana State Lodge will be a strategy meeting to see how best to go on with this. And at the same time, the show is still going on. So, of course, we'll be bringing you more information about that. So from Nyeri County, we'll catch up with you a little bit later once the meeting at Sagana State Lodge starts. Back to you.